We are always discussing the same subject. I feel the most important discussion, most important exploration any intelligent human being can make. But you have to be ready for it, actually. Because I don't feel that such a thing should be forced. And we have already seen the effect of force or aggression. But for the discovery of truth, you have to come with your own heart. Someone cannot come for you. You have to come for your own self. Because in the same way that no one can see for you or experience for you, for this you have to be at the center of your own experiencing, so that whatever you discover becomes your own authority, not what you have heard from your parents or from other beings, but what you are clearly seeing and understanding for your own self. And the subject we are talking about is our own self, our own real nature, and to explore and to find out if what we have been conditioned to believe is ourself is true, is completely true, or if another reality, something far more beautiful and complete, is here to be discovered. So I'll begin to share from my own experience with you, being brought up also with conditioning, like every single being, even a Buddha or Christ would have been brought up in an environment where there is conditioning. Nobody is exempt from that. And it seems that our conditioning or education is so deep that for some people it feels completely impossible to change from the influence of how we are brought up. But because, as I have discovered, that which is, what is the deepest truth inside, is not bound by culture or fantasy. It is something completely fresh and can never be imprisoned. It can only be somehow disguised or eclipsed or covered up by a layer of ignorance. And this is why satsangs, which means gatherings like this, where people come to explore into this subject, is really an oasis for those beings who are searching, who have a sense that life, as I have been conditioned to perceive it, cannot be the truth in this way. And for whatever reason, there's an urge inside to look more deeply. Whatever calls you, where it might seem like an accident or a deliberate search, whatever calls you, will continue to support your discovery. But I don't want to talk so much about this, because if I were to talk only about discussing it and explaining, you would not discover. Discovering is something entirely different. It's not just about learning something, some new information. It's not about learning information, but about coming to a direct experience, a recognition inside yourself, which is beyond doubt. Sometimes in this type of environment, lots of resistance come up, lots of fears, doubts, agitation. It can even for some people feel suffocating. And why should that be? Because as soon as a genuine opportunity to find our true self comes to light, lots of what is not true in us also comes up in fierce resistance, as though there is some power inside us that doesn't want to discover the truth. has a lot of resistance. It has a sense of itself as being autonomous and free and whatever. And so it is as though there is a power inside us whose mission, it seems, is to keep our attention and our mind fixated only on our physical existence. So you only stay within the narrow field of conditioning. And we can continue like this, because some say we have been like this for not only for many years, but even lifetimes even. Only changing bodies. But I don't want to put that in front of you right now. What I want to speak about is the real opportunity to come into that discovery and to know for yourself, perhaps in the most direct and most beautiful way, to begin to feel and blossom inside a joy that you are not able to find externally. I'm going to leave this talk for now.